Hi everyone, welcome to my presentation on global talent harmony and cross culture behavior. And the company that I've chosen is IKEA. We're gonna be talking about how IKEA manages their global talent, and also we're gonna be talking about how they blend their Swedish root with local culture, especially places like India. We will be focusing on few key factors like global human resource analysis, cultural impact on practices, employee behavior, Sweden and India, leadership expectation, human standardization and adaptation, cross culture communication, recommendation communication strategies, and many on. IKEA is a furniture producer and retailer. It also sells many essential household products across the world, and it mainly focuses on its global human resource strategy across many culture. And for recruitment policy, they align with their smell and culture. IKEA is known for their strong global culture, which makes their adaptability local. And now
Hi
let's talk
everyone.
about
So today,
global
this
human
is a
resource
slide and
analysis of IKEA.
hi
IKEA
everyone. So
HR
today,
approach
this is
is
a slide
heavily
and
value driven.
hi
IKEA mainly
everyone. So
focuses
today,
on
this is a
value based
slide and
recruitment policies
hi
which
everyone.
align
So
with
today,
their
this is a slide
smell and
and
recruitment culture.
hi everyone.
It
So
has
today,
many
this is a
policies like
slide and
humility, simplicity, and
hi
teamwork.
everyone. So
And
today,
their
this is a
KPA is
slide and
standardized, but it can
hi
fluctuate
everyone. So
locally. It can
today, this
adjust
is a
locally
slide and
to cultural
hi
expectation.
everyone. So
So the
today, this
foundation
is a
is
slide
global, but
and
the application is
hi
flexible.
everyone. Oh,
On
per
this slide, we're
slide,
gonna be
it's
talking about
different.
global versus
Oh,
local
per
human resource
slide, it's
challenges that IKEA
different.
faces. One of the biggest
Oh,
challenge
per
that IKEA
slide,
face
it's
is
different.
balancing out their
Oh, per
Swedish
slide,
route
it's
with
different.
local policies, as it is
Oh,
written
per
in the
slide,
slide
it's
that
different.
Swedish leadership style promotes equality and
Oh, per
informal
slide, it's
structure,
different.
where in places like
Oh,
India,
per
the
slide, it's
employers, the
different.
employees want more
Oh,
structured
per slide, it's
hierarchy and
different.
command. And also, we
Oh,
can
per
see that
slide,
local
it's
economic factor
different.
can impact employee
Oh,
satisfaction
per
and
slide,
retention.
it's different.
So global mobility package help
Oh,
to
per
maintain
slide,
consistency,
it's
but
different.
local adaptation is still
Oh,
really
per
required
slide,
and
it's
essential.
different.
On this slide, we will talk about cultural impact on human resource practice of IKEA. Culture affects almost every human resource factor, almost in every business, especially business like IKEA, where they have many franchises all over the world. So the first thing we can see is management style. Management style affects how employees take and receive their feedback. It also motivates them to do better in their field, but it can vary from place to place. For example, in Sweden, employees are like more friendly with each other, so they can just discuss thing. But place like India, they are more like a little bit reserved with each other, and they just want to work on that, and they actually want full command on what they have to do. So IKEA has to understand these cultural norms to keep employee engaged and well performing. IKEA has to imply exact and right policies to depending on where it is being uh, applied. For example, places like Sweden and India. On this slide, we will focus on employee behavior, Sweden versus India. So, in Sweden, the workplace is low power distance. Employees speaks openly and initiate more with each other. They are more friendly with each other, and they interact with each other in a friendlier way. And the hierarchy is way flatter than any other places like India. and they actually do not feel pressurized by their boss or fellow worker who has higher position than them in the company. And where in India, it has high power distance work culture. The power distance is much higher than Sweden. Employees prefer clear instruction and respect their authority. Communication is more indirect, and they actually obey their boss, and they have that hierarchy structure in their workplace. This difference shape how team functions and how managers should interact with employees. Leadership expectation. This segment is really different in India and Sweden. For example, in Sweden, IKEA has a manager as coach leadership model, which means their managers are more like coach. They will teach the employees to how to maintain a work or how to do a work. They're more friendly, and the employees are like more friendly with the manager. They don't fear anything, they don't fear losing any position. If they wanna share any thoughts with manager, if manager and employees thought process doesn't align with each other, the employee wouldn't care or wouldn't fear for losing his position in the company for saying that. But in India, it's totally different. In India, an employee actually has to obey and respect their manager or boss. They have a culture of addressing their manager as boss or sir, and they have to definitely obey whatever decision their manager comes up with. Otherwise, they can face many um, um, unexpected or unpleasant things in the workplace. Standardization and adaptation. One of the most crucial thing in human resource management of IKEA. Standardization supports global culture consistency, which mean IKEA standardize is a value globally. They have a value for everyone, for worldwide, and they when they recruit, they actually recruit everyone if they're capable of that place, if they are that placeholder. But adaptation means improve local workforce engagement. It means you have to set rules according to the culture or wherever the institution or the company is. For example, adaptation is structured, informed review in India. They have many um segments like gender equality. This is some example of adaptation. Cross culture communication is also very crucial and important in human resource management. Performance feedback can differentiate across cultures. For example, Sweden has low context communication style, which means their communication style is more direct. They usually say whatever what they actually think. They do not fear anything, they do not fear sharing their thoughts. But in India, it's different. They have high context communication style, which means they wouldn't say whatever they want with their manager. If their manager says something, they would rather say silent, even if they had thoughts on it, even if they have better thoughts on a certain thing that they are working on. So if managers don't understand this difference, micro communication can easily occur, and affecting trust, and it can worsen the performance of employees. So, what are my recommendation on communication strategies to bridge up this communication gap? IKEA should use action-based confirmation. What action-based confirmation exactly means? It means asking the employees to repeat or to demonstrate on understanding of instruction. Open-ended conversation can also help clarify any meaning, or if they have any confusion on something. This kind of technique reduce misunderstanding. It also helps to build a stronger relationship across in the work environment and all over the culture. To sum up, we can say that IKEA succeeds globally because it combines strong human resource standard with thoughtful local adaptation. Culture awareness also help IKEA to understand different local behavior or different cultural behavior or behavior among different employees. It also helps IKEA to build up a strong community among the different franchises of the world. In IKEA, the employees are more friendlier than any other world renowned brand because of their culture awareness. They are very much aware of work culture and work life balance. That's why their employees are even more friendlier with each other, and they are together. So in a word, we can say that these practices support long term global success. Here is the reference part of this presentation, and thank you so much for listening to my presentation.